On today's episode of What Am I Screwing Up Today, we are trying to fit the rocker boxes in the K5, and nowhere has a Porta-Power for sale. I was going to buy 2 of them, and end up going to Harbor Freight to buy a Porta-Power, and we end up getting these 2 long Rams because that's all they had. However, the point of this, we got the rocker boxes here. If you can see those, if I'll hold the camera where you can see them. Going to push from the bed up to the windshield and push the windshield up into place so that we can get the door jambs, gaps, all that crap correct, because this thing is like in a Rubik's Cube of out of whack. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. So, let's get started.
Well, what we're doing here is we are extending
Extendo.
Jacko.
Oh, easy now. That'll be perfect. It's the same diameter.
That's for sure.
Definitely not using this video.
Why not? That's all that stuff on. I don't want to hold this while you're doing all that.
You scared?
Yeah, buddy.
You got the ground. That's like the safest piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have any idea what welding
And don't
is.
stand too close. The arc flash will come out and
grab
shock you.
me?
Yeah, it'll.
Take me into the dark side or the light side, huh?
And he walks away.
Yes.
He's like, I saw it in a movie once.
And it didn't look like it was very nice.
All right. Ay, ay, ay. Already got it tight.
No, it was definitely tight.
Holy cow, it's gonna be way too easy. All right, let me. Hold on, you got it. Yeah, make sure you're all the way back so it don't kick out.
All right, cool.
That moved a lot.
Yeah.
A little more.
A little more? Where are we looking?
All right, let's hold that. We'll move the top. I don't really want to let it go, although it shouldn't go anywhere. That worked really, really well.
Thanks, sure, man.
All right, it'll just cost me a $200 windshield if it does go anywhere. All right, this thing grabbed the end of the glove. They're not lined up perfect, but the bolt holes are all lining up now. And flip yours up. Yeah, yours are even better than mine. All right, well, now I'm gonna measure door gaps. All right, so I just went around measuring the door gaps and I adjusted the strikers, and you can see it opened up here. It's got a gap now. It's not perfect. Like, it's a little bit tighter at the top, but honestly, it doesn't really look bad because it's kind of tight down here at the bottom too. So I don't know, but the top of the roof at the top up here, whatever you call this, it's missing this big old section, but this is all flush, like really tight all the way across the front. So I don't plan on running a top on this thing, but it fits. So if I ever did, I could. So you can see this gap is consistent now, and at the bottom the gap on that rocker is straight. Even though I'm replacing the rocker, I still have to adjust out this fender and all that, but that's neither here nor there. The other side though, like I said, the other side is within a 1/16. It might even be spot on, but where I was measuring from, it's kind of dark, so I couldn't tell if it's right at the measurement or if it was a 1/16 off. But either way, I can live with a 1/16 because I know that these things weren't that close from the factory. So time to put some rocker boxes in this thing. Hell yeah. All right, so not sure if they were ready to be replaced or not, but here is the old rocker box and there is a new rocker box. All right, so we're fixing to paint the frame of the K5. Oh, I see you got the lifts already covered up. Man, my guy is on point today. Hell yeah, I done forgot all about that. We got a little bit of turquoise pearl. I'm gonna throw that on top of the black. See what we can do over here. Time to finally start putting this thing back together. I wanted to get it off the lift to finish the rocker boxes, and we're about to slap these axles up back underneath it and throw the leaf springs, all that good stuff. Of course, I sprayed it last night up underneath here. It's all shiny black. Also did the wheel tubs or front wheel wells. So let's get it back together. You guys, I took apart the stock gas tank, and the ring that holds the sending unit that locks it in was all rusty, and I was gonna treat it. I took it out and I set it down, and this has been like 3 weeks ago. And yeah, I haven't been able to find it ever since. I thought for sure it got thrown away. And my fiance, she's like, "What's the matter?" I was like, "I'm just frustrated. I took something apart and I lost a piece of it, and I can't even find it to buy it. I bought one, it's the wrong one." She's like, "Do you need me to come find it?" I was like, "Seriously, I've been looking for it for 2 weeks. I'll be danged." I go inside, use the restroom. I come back out, she's already found it. She's like, "Does this look like it?" I've already put it together. It's over there, but hey, I told Richard I'm firing him and hiring a woman. Being a pansy. Get it, Bristol. Get it. Get it. Where's it at?
Where's that squirrel?
So we're trying to put this truck together, and I did a oopsie. This rear end came out of a 80s Suburban, and yeah, the axle perches are in the wrong spot. So are the shock perches. So fixing to cut these off and move all that stuff around. We got Ricky over here putting the exhaust in and everything. This thing's starting to come together. It looks pretty awesome. He's throwing the brakes on right now. Just went and picked up some tinted bed liner, fixing to throw that in the inside of it also as soon as we can get it off the lift. But for now, I've got to spark up this old torch and ruin my good paint and repaint this axle. Aye. All right, well, slap the wheels and tires on it, and the steering stabilizers, like all these random pieces. Looks like it's the truck again. And I'm fixing to throw the fuel tank in it and rebuild these rear brake lines. It's amazing what the tires do. The tires make this thing look so much more complete. Got the front brakes are all finished. They're put together. And the exhaust and everything's all on. Looks pretty awesome. Well, I don't understand how, but now that the top is on it, as if it weighs 1,000 pounds, it is sagging 5 inches in the rear. So I just ordered some lift blocks and some new U-bolts for the rear, but I'm about to move it over into this bay so that I can do finish the rocker boxes, because I couldn't finish them while it was on the lift. So here we go. I just hope that when I take the top off, after I put lift blocks in the rear, that it don't sit to the moon in the back. But I can't do this this whole dogging thing and sitting crooked. But it runs again, it moves again. It wouldn't go there for a second. I didn't realize that the transfer case was in neutral. I kept trying to go. I'm like, what in the world? It ain't moving. But
Gives you a scare real quick.
yep. Alrighty.